What's up guys, it's your boy Nimbus here, and today I'm going to be reading over a Reddit post from Bacon, I think that's how you pronounce it, covering what we should be expecting in the MapleStory NEXT patch, which is huge. So shout out Bacon for just compiling all this information here. I'm going to be linking this post in the comments of this video. So first and foremost, for part 1 of the next patch, which is expected to be June 11th, is we will be getting Ride or Die Part 2. We've been getting teasers and trailers for this right now, and so it should be coming in the summer patch. On top of that, we will be getting a 3rd and 4th Mastery Core, so I did create a tier list on what you should be able to expect for your damage to look like compared to other classes on YouTube already, so I'll go ahead and link that in the comments too. We'll also be getting the skill sequence button, or the skill sequence macro system, which will allow you to do 15 abilities all at once, making your bursts get ready instantaneously, which is huge for everyone's DPS when bursting. We don't have to sit there forever now waiting for all of our buffs to come out. We can just press one button and it'll happen. Another thing we'll be getting is the Black Mage Liberation Quest update, which means that we will start being able to liberate and get our Jenny weapon within 3 months, as long as we're able to do everything and cap it out. On top of that, we will be expecting the Hyperburn Max, which is massive, so we will be doing 5 levels every time we level up now, instead of 3 whenever we Hyperburn up to 260. On top of that, we'll be getting a second Hyperburn Max coupon, which will probably not come with the item burn, but it's still huge for you getting your Legion done. You'll be able to get another character to 260, or if you wanted to, you'd be able to start working on another C10 mule or something and get it to 260 instantaneously and get it to 6 job. For some quality of life changes, we'll be getting the Dawnstar Banquet, which is just going to be, it says here, a typical winter summer coin cap event, so probably just a bunch of goodies in there. We'll also be getting the Legion UI update, which is going to give us the Legion Solver, which is huge. And then on top of that, we'll be getting the story skip, and so this will let you just skip even the cutscene that's a recap for all of the Arcane River and Grandis areas. Boss prequests are getting removed too, so as long as you complete it on one character, you can just enter the boss on any other character going forward. There's also going to be some huge changes to symbol dailies, so it's going to be going from 500 to 100 per region, like going backwards, I guess. So to give an example, if I'm like 270 in Odium, then I'll only have to kill 500 mobs in Odium, and then I'll have to kill 300 in Arcus and 100 in Cernium, and in Arcane River it's all going to be 100 mobs only too, which is amazing, because right now I have to kill like 1200 mobs in Arcane River, and I have to kill like 2500 mobs in Grandis every single day. But now it's going to look like I'll be having to kill maybe 1100 Grandis mobs and 600 Arcane River mobs, which is a huge time saver for dailies. On top of that, they're still trying to push even more Arcane River symbols onto everyone to help everybody catch up. So now the weeklies will be giving us 40 symbols per completion each, for a total of 120 symbols a week if we do all 3 of each of the weekly Arcane River I guess quests or mini games. Monster Park Extreme is also getting a pretty big change, where it's becoming a weekly instead of a daily, and on top of that, what it's going to do is give us 5 times the normal amount of EXP, but it will not work with any of the event buffs that increase EXP that Monster Park gives, like Sunny Sunday or like the event 50% bonus. This is a little sad for me, I guess. I'd rather just have the 1 Monster Park a day and do it like that. It's more net EXP total for the account, but I'd rather have those 2 extra days a week to push my main, but I guess this is what they're going to do. On top of that, Epic Dungeon and High Mountain are going to be separate completions now, but you can only do 1 per character, which means you will have another source of fragments that you can put on like a second main or a sub main or a Legion mule that you're currently building up. So you'll be able to do Angler Company on your main and then put the other one through High Mountain, and it'll be good to go. The next thing is going to be the Arcane River storyline update, so they are going to be retconning and redoing some of the lore and also streamlining it to be a little bit faster. The quest UI helper is going to be able to take up to 20 quests from 5 now, which is great. The map UI, so the world map that you open when you press M or N, I think is the default key, will also be getting some updates. You'll be able to reorder your favorite maps, so that's a pretty nice one, and it'll also, what does this say? Clicking on a map will show more about their sacred level and arcane force requirements, and also if it's instance, a map, or town, and also the minimum entry level. The minimap will also start coming with a return to town button, and it'll also have some filters. Another huge thing actually is that you will be able to change your guild name for 60,000-ish Maple points, which is something we didn't have before. So if you guys are in a guild and you guys are looking to get a different name, this is another option, but it will be paid, unfortunately. Another thing we'll be getting is a shortcut hotkey update. So if you have different like keyboard layouts, like one for farming, one for, one for bossing, there will be something similar to the current preset thing where you can just change the layout like that. In July, we'll also be getting the Legion Champion system. This is where you will be having your characters essentially be able to do bosses, and if they can solo Hard Lotus, V Hilla, Black Mage within 45 minutes, Hard Saren within 20 minutes, and Enkalos within 20 minutes, you'll be getting the stats here, and it'll be up to 6 characters, but I think we'll be starting with 3, which is huge. Most people are going to be going for Hard Saren solos within 20 minutes and stopping there, because the 5% IED versus the amount of funding you need for a character to solo Enkalos is simply just not worth it. But getting a character up to soloing Hard Saren is going to be kind of worth it. If you're looking for some more crit damage, it'll probably be a pretty cheap upgrade compared to what these other endgamers are dealing with right now. We'll also be getting Legion Champion raids, so you guys can definitely look into this system. It's going to be pretty big, but if you're not endgame already, I would suggest focusing on other things, as this is going to be really expensive. It's going to cost, like, I would say 300-400 bill getting a character up to soloing Hard Saren, to be honest. It's a very big jump from where we're currently at, and it is something you might want to consider. We're also going to be getting Baldrix. So Baldrix is going to be the new boss of Talahart, and it's going to drop a new pendant, which is 250. Honestly, I'm in Reboot. I don't know if we got the hands to do all this, to be honest. But yeah, Baldrix is finally here. I wonder if someone in Reboot is going to be able to clear it, but I guess only time will tell. We're also going to be getting some quality of life stuff. So guild skills will be coming, and instead of it being a 60-minute cooldown, it'll be a 5-minute cooldown. But on top of that, you'll also be able to, or you won't be able to, sorry, pop it inside of bosses anymore. We're also going to be getting the link skill limit removed, which is amazing. So instead of having, I think, 4 switches a day now, it should just be permanently up. So this is great, honestly. High Mountain is getting a nerf, and what they're probably going to be doing is making it easier. And then, so there is potentially a boss crystal change, but in the Inkwell note, they did say that they are starting to, that they're considering it and seeing how it's going to affect GMS. So this is still pretty up in the air, and you can potentially ignore this, but we'll see. We'll also be getting the Destiny weapon plus Star Force revamp. So what this is going to be doing is moving the Star Force cap up to 30 pretty much. They're also going to make it so that you can safeguard up to 18. And stars will not drop when failing. However, the boom chance is going to be higher. And so we're also going to be getting an event for a 30% less boom chance. And so what this system change does pretty much is it keeps the booms around the same up to 22. And then from there, it makes 23 and 24 stars more feasible, I guess, for players that are endgame and trying to push stuff. So this is definitely something you will want to start considering when you're planning out your gear. And in the link for Reddit, there's also some links to like the expected boom rates, the charts here, and the Star Force calculator. So we'll also be getting the Destiny weapon upgrade. So similar to the Liberation storyline, it will be something that you can do to start getting the new, I guess, upgrade for the Genesis weapon, which is the Destiny weapon. And it works just like the Black Mage point system, except the bosses you have to kill are going to be crazy. I don't think anyone in Reboot has the damage to do any of this. So yeah, we'll have to see how that goes, because the quests are to solo Hard Saren with 20% of your regular damage, solo Chaos Kalos, which I don't think anyone can do right now, with 3 lives, and then solo Hard Calling with a 20% final damage buff, which again, I don't know if anyone on Reboot can do any of these actually. So yeah, that's another thing. What else is happening? Let's see. They're also doing some changes. They're pushing out Ozring 6, which means that you will be able to upgrade your Oz rings from level 5 to level 6, and you can see the numbers here, but these are pretty huge damage changes, and more damage is going to be given to us. For example, Kant is going to get an extra, what is that, 35% boss, which is insane, and 2% attack. Where's Roar? Roar is going to be giving you 120% attack for 20 seconds, and I'm pretty sure Roar now doesn't cancel when you're leaving the field, so we are just going to be getting a lot more damage in our burst too. On top of that, we're going to be getting some boss nerfs and changes. So Lotus is going to have less duration on her stun from her debris. P3 is going to be nerfed a bit for the stun duration, and the knock pattern from Lotus's gun has been removed. Thank God, this one's so annoying. Nice. Oh, this one I'm really excited for. Damien's getting nerfed. So they also hinted at Damien having a rework coming, but for now, they're making so that his flying ball patterns decreased, and that's the one, if you guys don't know, it's where he's like in the air raining fireballs, and it's virtually impossible to kill him, because if you stand underneath him or near him and you land in a fireball, you get one shot. And then also they're making it so that the blue balls that he has, they're making it so that the balls Damien has that he in phase 2 is decreased from 3 to 2, and on top of that, when he's bound, the balls are going to disappear. And if you don't know, when you're standing in the balls in Damien's phase 2, it reduces your damage by a lot. So this is going to be crazy nice. Slime's getting a bit of a nerf. They're nerfing the range of his laser. Will, they're making it easier for him to easier too, so he's going to be able to teleport around less. Phase 1 test, if all party members are at the center with the glowing shield on, the test will immediately pass, so you don't have to wait for the test of Will to finish. In phase 2, they're going to make the spider legs be 3 instead of 5, so they're making phase 2 easier also. To be honest, guys, I have no clue about any of these bosses beyond Will. I'm still learning Saren, so I'm not really going to speak on any of these. Oh, actually, I do know Kalos. So Kalos's test is also getting reduced potentially too, from 5 to 3, which is again great, but this other stuff I don't really get because I do easy Kalos and we ignore the systems. So yeah, these are all the things we should be expecting in summer from June to August. Obviously, this is very subject to change because we are going west, thank God. And that means that we aren't going to have to worry about getting shafted by these KMS people that think that their accounts are investments and refuse to use the S&P 500. So it's great news for us. A lot of things to look forward to, a lot of quality of life. If you guys made it to the end of the video, I'm really curious what you guys are planning to hyperburn to 260 next month, and I'm probably going to be doing a Demon Avenger, so look forward to a progression series on that, and I will catch you guys in the next video. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It means a lot. We're gunning for 1,000 subscribers right now, so every sub counts, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.